evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Ready? Flag! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 37. Check 37. Switch. Easy.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw is Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing on second down, Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Flushed out right. Got some room at the 30. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes him manageable now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Set the tone, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 3, check 3. Switch.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Under crush. Check. Hey, stop. Let's go.
Now Winston. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
2nd and 5 now. Winston to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger target.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 10. Mariota forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Black, come on. Easy. Mike 5-4. Yeah. Pick that. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it. And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Gallup, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed. They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now. And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good. They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. From the 31, Winston. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Texans.
Ready. Black 25. Black 54. White. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, watch that. Check.
A first down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Jesse James. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Chiefs take over first down. Come on, baby. Let's go. Their own 8-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mariota. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to sling this deep down. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it. Kansas City touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Winston. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw Mariota. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Mariota. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. This is Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. To throw is Mariota. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Hey, ready? Black, we do that. 54, line 54. Hey, let's get some penetration. Hey, let's get some penetration. Check it out.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Texans push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Now Mariota, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson, from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here I come. Check. Lucky. 59. Check, 59.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet.
While making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
On play action, Mariota rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All day, just like that.
Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
That's caught by Meredith, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Mariota now. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Allen Robinson His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Game situation. Let's go. Jim. Wait. Right there. Easy. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right there.
On first down, Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. Blue lady. Mike 5-4. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Shit. Easy.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Bang. Easy. Hey. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Goes underneath for Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Mariota on 4th down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On first down, Pollard. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Texans.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good,